Hello, dear viewers. I hope you all will be enjoying and amazing. So, keep comment me in the comment box that how are you and how are you doing and how is your day going. So, dear friends, dear viewers, I welcoming you to my YouTube channel Lectures Update. I hope you are watching my videos. I hope you are liking my videos, and if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel here, then I kindly request you to please subscribe to my YouTube channel Lectures Update, and press the bell icon to receive the notification of my upcoming videos. Dear friends, dear viewers, in the previous lectures I had discussed different topics of physiology. I recommend you to please watch the previous videos so that you can easily understand my upcoming videos. So dear friends, dear viewers, in the introductory lecture, in the introductory class, we had already discussed that there are around about 11 system in the 10 systems in the body. So in that 10 system we had already discussed circulatory system and lymphatic system. Now we will discuss the respiratory system of the body in detail. So keep watching my videos, keep liking my videos, and do comment me about my video lecture that how can I teach you, that how much you can get knowledge from my videos. So basically a respiratory system is the organs that are involved in breathing. These include the nose, throat, larynx, trachea, bronchi, and lungs, also called the respiratory tract. So these all organs can make a tract which is called a respiratory tract, just like the gastrointestinal tract, which are the tract for the food passage. So this is the tract for air passage, which is called respiratory tract. All living cells require a constant supply of oxygen in order to carry on their metabolism. Oxygen is in the air, and the respiratory system is constructed in such a way that air can be taken into the lungs, where some of carbon dioxide is taken from the use of the body by the blood, and at the same time carbon dioxide and water are given off. If you draw a bronchial tree, so the organ of the respiratory system are nose, pharynx leading to the lungs, larynx, trachea, bronchi, bronchioles within the lungs, alveolar ducts, and alveoli. While nose is covered and lined by skin, and inside there are hairs which help to prevent foreign material from entering. The nasal cavity is a large cavity divided by septum. The anterior nares or opening which lead in from without the posterior nares at the back leading into the pharynx. So pharynx is basically, it is that part which lies beneath the nose. The trachea, this begins below the pharynx and runs down in front of the neck and to the chest cavity. It divides into right and left main bronchi at the level of fifth thoracic vertebrae. It is about 12 centimeter long. The esophagus, the windpipe or the food pipe, lies behind the trachea. The wall of the trachea is made up of involuntary muscles and fibrous tissues and incomplete rings of hyaline cartilage. There are three types of cartilage: fibrocartilage, hyaline cartilage, and another one is the another type of cartilage. I think at this time I just forget the name of the third cartilage. So it is made from the hyaline hyaline cartilage. If we talk about the lungs, so lungs are two large spongy organs lying in the thorax on either side of the heart. They extend from the root of the neck to the thorax on either side of the heart. They extend in front of the lungs, and behind them are ribs and intercostal muscles. Between the lungs is the mediastinum. The lungs are divided into 5 lobes. The left lung has 2 lobes and the right lung has three lobes. Bronchi, the trachea divides into two main bronchi. One goes to each lung, which again divides into smaller and smaller bronchi for each segment of lobes. The bronchioles, the finest bronchi are called bronchioles. The terminal bronchioles branch rapidly to form small passage called alveolar ducts from which alveolar sac opens. The alveoli are surrounded by a network of capillaries, and here the exchange of gases occurs. The functional unit of lungs are called alveoli. While the pleura, the lungs are covered with a double layer of serous membrane called pleura. The potential space between two layers is called the pleural space. The position, if we talk about the position of the respiratory system, so the respiratory system starts at the nose and mouth. Respiratory system starts at the nose and mouth and continues through the airways and the lungs. Air enters the respiratory system through the nose and mouth and passes down to the throat, pharynx, and through the voice box or larynx. So this is all about the respiratory system and their position. If we talk about the mechanism of respiration or the function of respiration, so the function and mechanism of respiration occurs in two methods and two procedures. The one is inspiration and the second one is expiration. So the mechanism of respiration, the exchange of gases in the body takes place at two sides, in the lungs where it is called external respiration, and in the tissue where it is called internal respiration, or it can also called cellular respiration. So respiration consists of two phases, inspiration and expiration. During inspiration, the chest cavity expands by the contractions of the diaphragm and intercostal muscles. The diaphragm is lowered and the ribs drawn out so that the thoracic cavity increases in size. The lungs expand to fill the space and air is sucked into the bronchial tree. If we talk about the control of respiration, so respiration is controlled by a respiratory center in the brain. The presence of an accumulation of carbon dioxide in the blood stimulates the respiratory center, which are located in the hypothalamus of the brain. So inspiration and expiration take place when the carbon dioxide concentration increases in the blood and the body feels that there is need of oxygen for the body, so the high concentration of carbon dioxide can then stimulate the respiration rate. So dear friends, dear viewers, dear audience, this was our today video about respiration. I hope you will like my video. I hope you will understand my video. If you are watching my video constantly, then I recommend you to also subscribe to my YouTube channel, Lectures Update. Thank you so much for watching my video.